Hey, I'm Heather Legg, and I teach business owners, busy business owners like you, how to take control of your time so your time doesn't control you. So you're more effective, so you can build your legacy, you can achieve your goals, you can do all the things that you want. Today's technique, you're gonna love it because holy shit, when I learned about this about 14 years ago or so, it's a total game changer on how you structure your work days. And right now, you can use this not just in your work, but also in your personal activities to take better care of yourself, to spend time with your family, to do whatever with your partner. And here's what I'm talking about. I want you to learn how to harness your body's natural energy rhythms in 90-minute cycles. Okay, so there are, you've heard about 90-minute sleep cycles at night being pretty common. Also during the day, your ultradian rhythms for energy are 90 minutes. So during the day, you can use these in your work and in your personal activities right now. So let me break it down and talk about why this works and how you can really make an impact and love it. So let me know what you think. Okay, so when I first learned about it, the thing that I really remember, the example that I remember the best was that when they did studies on professionals honing their craft. So a professional violin player is the example that I really remember the best. And they said they will naturally, the best of the best, naturally practice the violin in 90-minute cycles where they're just fully consumed in a good way, in the zone, that creative energy where you're fully present and, in the zone. So they would do, the violinists would play the violin, practice for 90 minutes, and then they would just naturally take a break. So that is the example that, like I said, I remember the best. So if you think about doing your work and the kinds of things that you need to get done right now, the most important activities for you for right now, you can use this in your work. Again, you can also use this in your personal. So if you're working remotely, maybe you're working from home, maybe you've got some little ones running around, or your partner's driving you crazy or whatever, you're feeling a little cabin fever, you can structure your day in 90-minute cycles with some breaks. You can justify 90 minutes on anything that is truly important to you. And might I really suggest, strongly suggest, that if you're feeling stressed out and anxious, afraid of what's happening, that you use one of these 90-minute cycles on yourself. It's important to take good care of yourself right now. People are looking up to you. And to coin one of my favorite phrases, it is time to lead with moxie. It's time to moxie up. So you can use this for your work. So I want you to jot down the things that are most important to you, the activities that you really need to spend some time on. And I don't care what it is. Maybe it's food prep. Maybe it's playing with your kids. Maybe it's specific work projects. Maybe it's having some sort of team strategy meeting, right? And I want you to engage the people around you, the people that you're with, whether it's your family right now, if you're working from home, or it's your team and you're working remotely. Plan it all together so that you all have the same expectations of how you're going to use these 90-minute cycles. This is key. And set yourself up for success by kind of clearing out the clutter, right? And by that, I mean the sound clutter, the distraction clutter, setting your timer, closing the door, putting your earbuds in, listen to some classical or some jazz or some ocean wave sounds, something without a bunch of words to distract you. Don't be on social media for that time, don't be answering phone calls. Do the thing. If that's playing with your kids, be there completely in the zone with them for that 90 minutes. And the timer goes off, then okay, now mom's gonna go and work on this work project. And remember, we talked about this. I spent these 90 minutes with you and I was totally there for you. And now I gotta do the same with this other thing. They're gonna totally get it. But the trick is, or part of the trick of making this work really well for you, is that you engage everybody together. So whoever's around you, we're all in this together, but you know what I mean? Engage the people around you to make this work. Schedule it as much as you can. So be fully present and mindful on the thing for 90 minutes. You can basically do all the things using this technique, this mode of working for productivity and max effectiveness more holistically, right? So what's the other thing that I feel like I really wanted to tell you? Man, the danger of going live on these sometimes without a script. You get the idea, right? Like, use the 90 minutes. Oh, I remembered. Okay, so there have been studies on how productive people are during a typical workday, and it is appalling. I mean, in some cases, people are only productive like an hour of each workday, like for real. This is what we're dealing with, and it's even worse right now. You know, when we're on lockdown and stuck in an environment where it's not necessarily conducive to full productivity of working. But when you harness the body's natural energy rhythms and you use this 90-minute cycling, let's say you do 4 90-minute work blocks. That's 6 really productive hours of work in a day. Holy shit, you will smoke your competition. You will feel so much better, and that's what I'm here to help you do. We're in this together. I'm here for you. Let me know any of your questions. If I can do a little bit more formal presentation for you and your team to help you implement this right now, I'd love to do that. If you want to grab a spot on my calendar and help, so I can help you go through a couple specifics for your unique situation, you want to really implement this with a couple of the other things. I know 90 minutes is a lot, and this is why I haven't talked about it for maybe 5 years, because I'm constantly talking about breaking your work into 45-minute chunks and 20-minute sprints, because 90 is a lot. It takes a little bit of practice to get up to that point, but just try it. Please promise me that you're going to try at least one 90-minute work block and one personal related work block, and that you start using this. Try to schedule maybe 4 blocks a day for the next week and see what happens. All right, let me know. I'm here for you, and I'll see you next time.